I hope that you and your families are all doing well and that you continue to follow the guidelines to protect us from this coronavirus. 1 week from today, we will have our election day. But between today and Monday, you can early vote, and then you can vote on election day. And you can go to mrvanforcongress.com to find out that information and where you can vote. I thought it was very important to talk about the super PAC from Denver, Colorado. It's called Democrat Progress, that have contributed approximately $250,000, $250,000, to the other candidate, McDermott. As I mentioned in my last video, it's important to compare and contrast so that we become an informed voter. You must ask yourself, why would Denver, Colorado, a super PAC whose donors are secret, we don't know who the donors are, contribute $250,000 approximately to the McDermott campaign? Now you should know this, and this is very, very important, that Democrat Progress, if you look at those that are involved, its members, or those who are involved in that newly formed Democrat Progress, that's just a name only, they have ties to the Rupert Murdoch family. The Rupert Murdoch family is amongst the largest contributors to the Republican Party. Why would they select candidate McDermott? As I mentioned before, is because he's a Republican with Republican values. He's only running on a Democratic ticket because he knows that Democrats win in Northwest Indiana and that our congressional offices have been in Democrats. Now, this is a Democrat primary where each party selects their nominee. Republican candidate McDermott should run on the Republican ticket. Here's another one, the Indiana Chamber of Commerce. He says, they selected me. Well, of course they would. He's a Republican running as a Democrat. But let's get back to the super PAC. First, they donated $165,000 for commercial ads promoting candidate McDermott. About a week or so ago, they had to put in another report to the Federal Commission. And they reported that they were contributing another $80,000, and it's been termed as negative Mrvan. Why would they contribute $80,000 to McDermott's campaign efforts on a negative Mrvan? As we all know, Frank Mrvan grew up in Hammond. His family, his mom and dad, are all from Hammond. Frank Mrvan graduated from Hammond High School. He and his wife, Jane, Hammond Morton High School, and has been a lifelong Democrat and has represented our community. I ask you respectfully to vote for Frank Mrvan for Congress. We do not need Denver, Colorado dictating to us by their money, the Republican Rupert Murdoch family, as to who our next Congress member is going to be. Let's show them that we pick our own congressman who will represent us. And ask yourself, what did candidate McDermott promise for $250,000? Will he represent our interest or their interests? They didn't contribute $250,000 to McDermott's campaign efforts without extracting some form of promises as to what he would do in the future. This is a primary in which we Democrats select our nominee. Let's select Frank J. Mrvan, who represents all of us, who's been endorsed by unions, been endorsed by the American Federation of Teachers, those who are the local unions in the Northwest Indiana Congressional District. He's been endorsed by the Indiana Longshoremen and many others. and many other people. But it's your endorsement that counts. It is your vote. Tell your family and friends, let's vote for Frank Mrvan, who has had a distinguished career in public service, always helping, always willing to be there, and he'll work very hard for all of us. He's been endorsed also by Congressman Pete Visclosky. We need your help. We need your help on Election Day. If you can volunteer, please let us know. But most importantly, please tell your family and friends to vote for Frank J. Mrvan for Congress. And we thank you. God bless you, your family, and God bless America.
Then I long for my Indiana.